Okay, so a little bit of help on number 42 in Chapter 10 Review, Holt Modern Chemistry. You've got a sample of oxygen collected in a 175 milliliter container over water at 15, barometer is 752. What volume would the dry gas occupy at 770 torr and 15 degrees Celsius? So you have to do two things. The first thing you have to do is you have to figure out the partial pressure of that gas. So the first thing you're doing is actually a combined pressure problem, which is what this section is, right? So you have the pressure of, and this is oxygen, and you have partial pressure of water. So we're given the total pressure, that's the barometer reading, and this is what we want. We can solve for that first. P total minus the water pressure is going to give us our oxygen. And this is given in the problem. That's the barometer reading. This is a lookup. Do you remember where you look it up? In the back. Page 899, the partial vapor pressure of water. So there you're going to get the pressure of that O2 at, what is it, 15 degrees Celsius. And now what you have to do is a combined gas law problem. So now you have this, and this is your P1. So that thing that you just figured out in the first part of the problem, now you're looking at P1 V1 over T1 equals P2 V2 over T2. And you have your P1, you have your T1. Your volume was given in the problem because it said the gas was collected in a 175 milliliter container. So if we were listing variables, as we are encouraged to do, this is 175 milliliters and this is 15 Celsius. We're looking for our V2. And our P2, we're told, is 770 torr. T2, T2 hasn't changed. So actually, we don't even have to mess with the temperature. So it's just P1 V1 equals P2 V2. So you're just looking for a new volume, in other words. In number 40, well, in this one too, the wording dry gas, what that means is you're subtracting out the partial vapor pressure of water. When you see, this is your clue, when you see dry, you have to subtract out partial vapor pressure of water because we're talking about a gas that was collected over water and we have to get rid of the pressure of the water so that we know the pressure of the dry gas. So that's your clue. Same exact thing in 43. The clue on number 43 is that it's the dry gas at STP. So you have to remember what STP is. That's going to be your temperature, your final temperature and pressure. What is STP? What's standard temperature? 0 Celsius. What's standard pressure? 1 atm. Okay. And of course you were given the initial pressure in torr on 43. So, you can use 760 torr as your standard atmospheric. Questions, comments, or concerns? Does that help? Okay.